morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. We are back with another Cosmos 11 video for you. Last time we talked a lot about the basic game, basically the versus one-on-one against each other. And there's some tournaments and some leagues involved. Today, what I wanted to focus on is the PvE side of it, which a lot of people don't realize is really in the game. I quickly went over it very briefly in the last video. If you missed the last video, go ahead and check up here in the top corner. There will be a link that'll show you basically take you to that video where I walk through a lot of the details, a lot of the basics and overall gameplay of the game itself. But backed by popular demand is I wanted to go ahead and team up with the Cosmos 11 crew, and we are going to present to you a video around the PvE side of it. So you're not always playing against others. If you saw my last video, I had a brand new team, lower level team, and I struggled quite a bit against some of the other teams. So the PvE style and that part of the game allows you to really boost up your players, give them skills. It's kind of like practice for your players. It gets them to be higher skilled and better players. So down the road, when I go ahead and play those games again against the other PvP players, I'll probably win some more. But in order to get there, you got to go Cosmos 11, their website, cosmos11.com. I'll have a link in the description. You can go ahead and check that out. And then you come in here into the game, you log in. We went through all the details here before. I'm not going to cover those details again. The one thing you want to take a look is down here in the quests. If you click on that, there's a couple options when you first start. First of all, there is a base quest where you do not need a quest house for. So you can go ahead and do that. It's 8 hours duration. You get some experience points, and you can go ahead and play that way. The other way, which we are going to really focus on in today's video, is if you go ahead and get a quest house. If you go on the secondary market and you grab a beginner's quest pack or a quest house itself on the secondary market, and you go ahead and play that way. Again, thank you to the Cosmos 11 crew. They gave me this pack, so I'm going to go ahead and open it here on the video. And then we'll go ahead and show you how it works. It does take a little bit of time once you actually open the pack. I guess the quests renew every so often, so we're gonna have to go ahead and open the pack, see what I got. Hopefully we get a legendary, and then we'll go back to the game and we'll test it out. So we'll go ahead and go here, unpack it. Just so you're aware, as far as the beginner's quest pack goes, you have a 50% chance of a common camp, which is most likely what I'm gonna get. I'll be happy with an epic, legendary, or rare, but most likely I'll grab a common out of here. But everybody cross your fingers. Hopefully the RNG is on our side this time. So we went ahead, we're going to authenticate, waiting for the RNG and everything to process. And what do you think we got? Go ahead in the comments, before I click on this, in the comments down below, let me know, what do you think I got? I'm assuming, again, I got a common, but hopefully we got lucky. Let's go ahead and check it out. And what did we get? Oh, that's a nice intro. And there we go. I got a common. Kind of what I expected. I think that's... Oh, no. All right, let's close that. I think I got a common. All right, so let's jump back into the game. We're going to refresh this. It's going to ask me... It's probably going to authenticate again. And we're probably going to have to wait here a minute. Let's select a house. There we go. Now it's in here. Again, yeah, I thought it was a common. All right, 50% chance of common, but again, I'm happy to have one. You saw how I clicked on that. Let me actually go back, show you how I got that. Once you're in here, if you do have one of the quest house, click on this link right here that says select a quest house. You'll see your options up here. You click on it, and then you go ahead and select, where is it? There it is, pick on the top left. And then it's going to go ahead and go through the authentication process like it always does. Wait for it. It's awaiting signature. Wax is a little slow today, but there we go. It transitioned. It says it's there, closing in 2 seconds. And I'm probably going to have to refresh because I normally have to refresh in situations like this. So let's go ahead and do that. Click continue again, and there it is. You see it's there. And I'm not going to click on it again. But what we'll do is we're going to have to wait here. Like I said, we're going to have to wait a little bit of time. and then these quests should appear and we can go ahead and run some of the quests. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. We'll come back in a little bit of time and we'll check out some of these quests. All right. It has been about 24 hours since we left off the video. I came in a few times. The quest did reset, so I wanted to go ahead and show the questing, both receiving the rewards from a quest and also sending some people out to do the quests some more. So let's go ahead. We're in the dashboard right now. We're going to slide over to quests, and you'll see now, before there was only one here that was filled out, and it was for like 2 XP, but it reset. So now we have, or we did have all 5. I ran this quest and this quest overnight. I accepted this quest just to see what it would do, to make sure I had that before. So we'll go ahead and claim this. Because I have a common quest house, I can only run 2 quests at one time. So I was only able to run this one. This one was for experience points for an individual player. And this one is for wax. You'll see there's some different rewards that you can get. You can get experience points for your players. You can get dim in-game tokens that you can use for competitions, PvP stuff, and in future actually upgrading your different buildings throughout the complex. And then you can actually win wax, which is pretty cool. And I think the higher rarity quest house that you have, the higher rewards that you get. Again, I have a common one, so I'm going to get the lower rewards. Let's go ahead and claim this. It's not going to be anything crazy. If you go ahead and click on claim, it does that normal signature process, shows the transaction, and shows that it's complete. It may ask you to go ahead and authenticate, but I think I clicked the little checkbox, so it's not asking me to authenticate anymore. So now I have 2 quests gone. The whole quests are going to reset here in 3 hours. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go run this one because I want the 0.22 wax. It's not a lot. It's not, but if you don't have a lot of wax, or you have your wax split out over a number of different games, any little wax counts. So if you're able to get a couple wax from each game a day, it adds up, and you can use it towards other things. You can use it towards players in Cosmos 11, or you can use it towards any other game that you may want to do. So in order to run this quest, you go ahead and select pick, and it's going to ask you to pick any one of your players. And please keep in mind, when you select a player, they are not playable for the future. So what we'll go ahead and do is we're going to select, we'll do this one. We'll just do a random rare one. And it's going to show the players. I'm not running any PvP stuff right now, so it doesn't really matter which one I select. Going to go ahead and hit pick. So it shows that it picked, but the quest has not started yet. You actually have to click on start. So if I go ahead and hit start, it's going to go ahead and authenticate. I guess I should have realized that when I said it was 2 quests, I didn't realize it was 2 quests per day. I thought it was 2 quests at a time. As you can tell, I just started testing this out. So please keep in mind, because I have a common quest house, it is only 2 per day, which the quest resets here, up here in 3.3 hours, which is roughly about 6 o'clock my time. Doing the math in my head, I think it's 2200 UTC. I could be wrong in that time frame, so don't take that word for it. But I think it's 2200 UTC. It resets, and I believe what's going to happen is it's going to be a full 5 new sets of quests. Then I can go ahead and run 2. They take about 8 hours each. And then when it resets again, I can go ahead and do that again. What I made, if it is any different than that, I'll go ahead and add an additional clip to the end of this video. I'll check again here in 3 hours and 30 minutes. But if it's what I said it was, then I won't. I just want to make sure that I'm giving you accurate information. What are some of the things that I like about this? I like it that I was struggling with the PvP because my players weren't very good. This gives me something else to do in game also, to get rewards from dim to wax to experience points. And with the experience, I can go ahead and improve the skills of my players so they may get a chance to win the PvP in the future. But more importantly, I'm getting dim and wax, which is really what we like to get out of play to earn games, is some sort of token or some sort of reward for the time that we put in. And then I can go ahead and use that towards additional games, like I mentioned before, additional NFTs. It's a nice addition that I wasn't aware that they had. So I want to thank Cosmos 11 team again for bringing this to my attention and teaming up with me on this video. So I hope you have a chance to check it out. My only concern with it, or my only gripe, is with every game that has a timer on it, is the fact that I'm going to go ahead and have to wait 3.5 hours to run 2 more quests, and then I'll have to wait 24 hours to do it again. But that's standard across most of Wax in order to do those types of things. So I hope you all enjoy this kind of video. If you're a soccer fan, I highly encourage you to at least take a look at Cosmos 11. I'm sorry, for those outside of the US, if you're a football fan, it is a good game, especially for those footballers out there. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.